Good morning and good afternoon, wherever you are located. Today we'll talk about the pain points of SAP mobility with Fiori, overcoming the pain points of SAP mobility with Fiori. My name is Shrikant Nisthane. I'll be your host and presenter today, and we'll talk about as much as possible about Fiori, and then we'll have a call for action. So a quick agenda. There are several points, including who we are, what are the pain points, how the mobility development look like, what is new in mobility, how you can get started with Fiori, and some of the highlights of our recent success stories. We'll walk through that today. So first step is I would like to talk about a little bit about how we can get started with Fiori. And obviously, we all know Fiori is SAP's vision for UI UX. That is what is the user interface for S4. It works with ECC as long as you have almost 99% of the customers are eligible to use Fiori free of cost with their ECC current setup. You can also, if your ECC is not compatible, you can use cloud platform. There are many ways by which you can use Fiori and improve your user interface. So what are the different options? There are many standard SAP Fiori apps still available with ECC, although SAP stopped enhancing them for the last 4 years and more focus is on S4, but there are many apps available. If you are on S4, then you can definitely enable the Fiori stack. If those applications do not meet your needs, then we can look at Kraven 50 prepackaged Fiori applications, and they are available on App Center. We'll briefly talk about them. We also have Kraven Dynamic Modular, which allows you to configure and develop Fiori apps in few minutes and configure them. All of our prepackaged apps, or most of them, are configurable. That means you can change the behavior of the front end using like SAP configuration, like you do in SAP IMG. So you can hide field, you can change the title of the field or the label of the field, you can make it display, you can define certain values for this field from the backend. So you don't have to do the code changes. So almost most of the changes any user can need or will need after the go live can be done through the dynamic modeler. And finally, you have SAP Cloud Platform. There are several services available which you can leverage and make Fiori more usable and effective within your organization. A little bit about the Fiori architecture. Obviously, Fiori is free of cost now, and you can load Fiori on your ECC or S4 instance, or you can have a separate instance. Most of the organizations, they would like to have a separate instance because Fiori can be integrated with non-SAP systems too. So they wanted to have that separate, and not only that, you can integrate Fiori centrally with if you have multiple instances. So we always recommend to have a separate server so that you can manage it effectively. You can upgrade them whenever needed because it's a fast-paced and moving technology. So basically, you can develop your user interface using Fiori, use the central architecture, integrate with whatever the backend stack you have. Fiori is what I call is enhanced, simplified, or upgraded HTML, right? And that's what SAP has put wrapper around that and made sure it works very easily with the SAP backend, and that's what Fiori is. A little bit about Fiori 3.0. I know we all have seen 2.0, 1.0, but now 3.0 is here. And some of the key features about 3.0 are intelligent home pages showing everything you need to focus on, digital assistant with conversational UI, proactive business situation handling, dynamic content to support intelligent apps with embedded AI, briefings, analytics, tasks, notifications, recommendations, ranked by relevance and for situation handling. So there are many new features. There are many new themes, and we'll look at a couple of them. Central inbox, that's pretty new for 3.0, and it's all available. So I have some of the screenshots. This was not possible before. We had to build custom templates. Now the Gantt chart is available as a part of the standard template. You can have different types of drop downs using this in 3.0. So it's a harmonization of the design and a unified flexible structure. How this content is scalability has increased is now SAP is introducing something called mobile cards. So if you have seen the SAP iOS or Apple Wallet, this has Apple Wallet has similar look and feel. So now instead of the tiles, you can have mobile cards, and then each card represents a different app. So this is for your purchase order app. This is how the timesheet app will look like. This is how the lunch menu app will look like, so that people can see. Actually, this lunch menu app is implemented in SAP's key offices in US, whereby anybody, either SAP employees or anybody inside the premise, if they have this app, they can order into their cafeteria. So this is a new feature, very attractive, very nice user interface, compact. You can implement using 3.0. There are many other features. I haven't brought them here. Let's talk about some of the what success we have brought to our customers using Fiori. So this example is about different applications into the enterprise asset management space. So we have several applications. One is preventive maintenance, calibration, facility maintenance, breakdown maintenance, and then also mobile printing out in the field. So what we have done is we have taken the standard SAP Fiori framework and enhanced it, built a lot of plugins so that you can use them with peripheral devices like scanners, printers, GPS tracking, image, and all that stuff for different mobile computing devices, printing, and scanning, and so forth. So they are all now work harmoniously along with Fiori, but ultimately everything is using standard SAP Fiori. At this stage, I would like to take you guys to our cloud platform, our Launchpad, and show you some of the stuff we have done. So this is our Launchpad, no different than what your Launchpad is, and we have different sections. I'm sure you also have that if you have different apps, and these are different apps which are built by Kraven team. Production order management, truck latency, inventory management. So inventory management is one of our key focus areas where we have application which integrates with your IM, WM, or EWM. So it's a configuration from the backend. System will realize which transaction needs to be enabled and which not, or the business processes. So it's a very simplified user interface, the same as you know how the Fiori works, right? And same application will work on all the platforms. So if this is a mobile device, it will automatically adjust itself. So this is for the tablet actually. If it is a mobile device, it will adjust the view. And if it is a desktop, it will adjust the view accordingly. And so that means the same application can be used by anybody, whether it's out in the field, it's inside the four walls, it's in the office. People don't have to go and run SAP transaction. That's the beauty of Fiori. So I'm just going to give you a glimpse of a couple of our applications. So this is our inventory management application. The way this application, and it has different templates. So the template I'm showing you is basically driven from how you can perform your operation without having any paperwork. So let's say you are not printing work orders, you're not getting anything purchase orders, and then you can drive from the searching the purchase orders. Okay, I have to select the date. Okay, so I got all the purchase orders which are open for me. It can be by assignment. This I can also achieve by scanning, and system will, if I scan this, it will bring it here. When I say configuration, these pop-ups are also configurable. You can make them configurable and they will appear or they will not appear based upon specific requirement. Here you can see I have batch enabled material. So it will ask me for batch. So everything is driven from the back end. I can confirm directly here, or I can go to the details of that specific item. It's a little bit slow. And then you can see here it will automatically ask me for the batch. So I can also do attachment. I can attach any images or picture. And this is how we have helped to change the user interface. Or this is what you can achieve using Fiori for different user interfaces. Another example I can show you, this is our one of our success stories. These are the calibration maintenance app, where you can see a very different look and feel. Open orders, approved orders, in process orders. So these are different buckets you can create, and these are all configurable from standard SAP authorization, because these can be defined as tiles. So I have one order, I can assign that order to somebody. So okay, so I think I have so you can get the feel about the look and feel of how you can achieve those differently. And you can have different tiles within one application or one tile. So in this case, this is another type for the preventive maintenance. Here also I have similar options. I can see the orders. I can search. You can do a fuzzy search. So let's say I put 20. System will search everything which has 20, or cooler, anything which has COO. So you can build dynamic search. You can sort the way you want. You can also do a functionality. We have application where you can move the columns and sort them. You can build filter based upon any criteria you wish. So this is kind of an example, one of the example of one of our application. I would like to take you back and show you something different. Another application we have is the field service management, which is specifically into the EAM space. And this gives an idea about how you can bring all of your current commonly used transactions onto a Fiori launchpad or Fiori application, and then different roles we will see those. So here I have a tile for planning workbench. This is for the planner. And what we have done is we have created several templates, and you can see one of the templates is for the dashboard. So here in the dashboard, this is for a planner. There are 75 unplanned orders. There are 5 unplanned orders. I can see my order statuses based upon different criteria. Status by, orders by status, orders by type, orders by priority, and I can also see the utilization of my resources here. If I want to see how many orders are open and which are open, I'm basically getting into the details of that. I can see list of all the orders. You can have all the quick use functions at your fingertips wherever you are. No matter where you are, I know my key function is to create an order. I can always have that at me. If there are any messages, they will appear here. I can do the settings. So I'm setting what my default plants are, and system will automatically show that whenever it's required and I'm running transaction. Here, if you are from plant maintenance background, then probably you will understand either it's a plant maintenance or sales order or a service order. We handle all of them similarly. So it shows me I can do assignment from here. It will show me the right people. I can do assignment. I can release those orders. I can confirm. So this also acts as my mass change tool, and that updates in the back end. If I want to dig deeper into this order, what we have, you can build a dashboard for order itself. So not only you see the details about the order, but you also see the KPIs and statistics for that location, like equipment. What's the mean time between failure? That's the mean time to repair. So I'm just giving you how you can effectively utilize Fiori and take it to the next level to meet your business needs. So we look at very user-friendly applications, and you can achieve that using Fiori too. So that was another example of one of the success story at, at at multiple clients about how complex applications you can build using Fiori. And another thing is these applications are also offline, so they will work offline whenever there is no connectivity. Let me go back to the presentation and so that we can continue. So we talked about EAM, and then there are, in addition to that, there are several other applications like change control management. This is very important for companies who are into the regulated industry like life sciences, pharma, chemical, where you need to track your changes very closely and monitor them. So we have application for change control. One of our flagship application is for warehouse. We have just looked at that. It covers around, I think, 50 business processes within IM, WM, and now we are extended to EWM. There are some of the transactions we have already configured them to work offline. So even if you don't have access in your yard for Wi-Fi, people should be able to work offline. And typically they cover inbound, outbound, cycle counting, and transfer and batch management processes are already built in. Another application is vendor management. So this application basically allows your vendor to manage their relationship with your company paperless. So they can see the purchase orders already approved. They can upload invoices. They can create ASN. They can monitor the payment. So once their payment is scheduled, they will be able to see when they are going to receive payment. So that cuts down almost 80% of the transaction paperwork discussion with your purchasing team. And it's very popular with our customers. Another key focus area for us is the direct store delivery. This application does the new sales, delivery returns, customer signature capture, and also it allows you to track. So it has a tracking inbuilt. If you want to track the location of your drivers, you can do that using the mobile. You don't need GPS, special GPS devices. And finally, into the HR space, we have employee performance management, where your employees can define their goals and manager can provide feedbacks, and it's a two-way interaction between both the teams. This is another example of one of the dashboard we have built for a customer for procurement role. You can see how this dashboard is laid out. Is you have search capabilities, you have different KPIs, and you can pick and choose how the user visual interface or UI should look like. But the most important I want to highlight here is we help them to build a process flow for procurement roles so that your training effort goes down. Your people know that creation of PO, change purchase order, return delivery, close purchase order, display. So they know all of the information is available, and which reduces the training, and they can go to the transaction right from there. So just an example how good looking and effective dashboard you can build using Fiori. And an example about we talked a little bit about warehouse management and how, as you know, people are using SAP consoles, tech consoles, ITS mobiles, and now, and you have seen the green screens, yellow screens, blue screens. Unfortunately, all of these technologies are phasing out, and Windows is going out of support February next year. So a lot of our customers are taking that as a taking advantage of moving from Windows to Android, and also embarking on changing the user interface and giving every generation the applications which are as good as the consumer application. So if you have any need in this space, we can definitely help you through. This is, we call our chain diagram here. All of our applications are listed. So we have asset management, supply chain, warehouse, DSD, procure to pay. We talked about truck loading is for on the loading bay where you can do the delivery confirmation and confirm the shipments right there. Production order management, this is for the production lifecycle management, which mainly handles the light manufacturing, which is assembly type, not anything discrete or continuous manufacturing. This application allows you to receive the raw material, confirm the finished product or intermediate products, capture the images, and do the confirmation to the production order. E-forms, we help companies to digitize their forms. Typically you need after the shift, after the day, all of that we can change. A lot of dashboard templates we have. Another area is the order to cash. So we have Salesforce automation and order to cash order to cash portal for customers. So your customers can handle that. Let me see if I can show you the order to cash customer portal. Sales order creation. Let's look at the sales order creation. So this is mainly built for your Salesforce so that they can operate everything. They can see their customers, they can see pending orders, they can see rejected orders. So they have everything at their fingertip. They can search based upon its fuzzy search. They can define which of their customers are their favorite. Right? I'm saying these are 3 are my favorite. And if I want to see who are my favorite, they will always come on top. So if you have a salesperson, he's using 500, he has 500 customers, but he has 15, he works all the time. They will always appear on the top. And if I am ready to place an order, I can create an order. I'll be able to see all the products at my disposal. So, and once I select, so I can create different levels here. And once I select that, it will allow me to choose, like what we do in Amazon or any other e-commerce portals. It will allow me to filter them based upon the selection criteria. Very simple, very easy. I don't want this. I can put it to 0. I can add this, add to the cart, add to the cart. And now I'm building my cart. And I can go to the checkout. Here I can define if there are any discounts, additional discount. I will be able to see if there is a predefined pricing. A little bit slow, it's our test server. So I should be able to see the list price. I should be able to see my contract price. Every contract can be different. I can define blanket discount if it is applicable to all the items, or I can specify discount by each. If you don't allow them to specify discount, we can take this field off. It will also tell me, it will look into your inventory and tell you when, how many quantity available when. So that tells your, clearly your salesperson can tell your customers when he can fulfill his requirements. It will also tell me what's the total discount. If everything is fine, I can go to the next level. And now here I can define my shipping details, my ship to address. Your customer might have multiple bill to and ship to. You can handle those through here. If there is a purchase order, if there are any pre-approved deals, I can put those details. I can define payment method. You can pick whatever is there in the customer profile. It will give me a list of all the items. I can also send an order confirmation mail to myself and also to the customer. And finally, I can also specify any discounts on the shipping and place order. Every time you do the changes, it goes back, does the price simulation, brings in all the, so it's everything real time. And it has also inbuilt workflow if based upon your discount and the item material classification in the backend. So this is just an example of our Salesforce automation tool. We also have, we talked about human capital. We have tracking and asset, connected asset and IoT. This started with vehicle tracking. but it does the telematics, geo-enablement, route optimization. So it's a very powerful tool for your logistics and the fleet management solution. So these are the prepackaged solutions available. If you have any interest, reach out to us. We'll be happy to discuss with you more. And if you want to know more how we have done, we'll be happy to share that. Our typical strategy means the way we work. If you like any of the application that meets your requirement, typically our application meets anywhere between 60 to 90% of our customer requirements. Remaining 10 to 40% we'll do through configuration or customization. And then we help you to protect, secure, encrypt. Because we are also partnered with most of the hardware vendor like Zebra, we can also provide you end-to-end solution, and you don't have to worry about that. So we help you to protect them, secure them, encrypt them, and deploy. We also, considering the feedback from a lot of our customers, we came up with a 10-day Fiori enablement program. And what does that include is it includes reviewing your existing infrastructure. So architecture review, we can help you to review your front-end setup because there are so many components involved, right? Your gateway, your cloud connector if you are using cloud, Fiori client setup, Fiori front-end setup, then integration with non-SAP systems. And this also acts as a training for your team. So it's an assessment of your infrastructure, assessment of your current situation, training your team, looking at your use cases and helping you to prioritize them. That's where we run the design thinking workshop. And then we will also educate your team about how to do the OData design, how to do the cloud platform and web ID design, and how you can define or design your front-end work Fiori application. So we basically, at the end of this workshop, we enable you so that you can get on to embark on a journey on your own and start developing Fiori applications on your own. So if you have any need, we can definitely help through that. One thing I would like to point out that we have worked with several companies who were there doing on their own. And it's like, you know, when you're learning golf, you better learn and get your swing better before you start playing. Otherwise, you will follow that the wrong swing all along. And that's where we help you in 2 weeks to get aligned with right things around Fiori so that you can have a better journey. Our team also helps with Fiori standards. Also talks about the build.me, which is a tool SAP provides you to create the prototypes and use it very effectively for the design thinking workshops. A little bit about Kraven Infotech. We are a 10-year-old, 11-year-old company. We are SAP partner. We have several partnerships. We have partnerships for sell, build, and service with SAP. We are also partner with Zebra. We are partner with HereMap. We are partner with Google. Some of the awards, we were Pinnacle Award finalist. We were ACE Award winner last year, and several of our applications have appeared into various competitions run by SAP and their partner organizations. These are our partnerships I already talked about. One thing I would like to mention about our products and how we help you is when you develop an application, it doesn't mean it will work the most efficiently on any hardware. So it can be iOS, Android, or Zebra or Panasonic. They need to be designed correctly. They should know how to use the application so that it can use less battery. The application should be designed in such a way that they use the cameras, the images, the GPS very efficiently. And that is done, and Zebra provides validation services. So all of our applications are validated by Zebra. So they are tested for memory leak, they are tested for integration, they are tested for user interface, and they are tested for battery usage. So when you take application from us, they are already ready to go on any hardware platform. Similarly, we help, if you are developing on your own, no problem. We will help you to get those those validation done so that your application will work efficiently on the hardware, the platform of your choice. Some of our clienteles, energy, utility customers, oil and gas, pharma and biotech, healthcare, retail. Siemens is large conglomerate. Then high-tech manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, infrastructure companies. So that's kind of our key account portfolio. Finally, how do we work? How can we work together? So if you have any, we would like to talk, you can bring us 3 top digital transformation challenges. We do strategic piloting and POC options. We work with you for that. If you are struggling to start, then talk to us about your UI UX, and we have a complimentary half-day session where we can work with your team and help you how you can streamline and how you can define your goals for the UI UX. You can visit App Center. SAP App Center has all of our applications. And we can also do quick start pilots if you are interested. We work very closely with Zebra. Means we are not married to Zebra, but we also work with Panasonic, Honeywell, but we have a close relationship. So we have created a quick start pilot for less than $10,000 where you can leverage our applications. You will have a couple of devices for testing, and then you can test it and take the next steps. With that, I'll open up for any questions you might have. We wanted to keep it short, so give you a glimpse of not only Fiori, but how we can help, what you can do with Fiori. Any questions? So some of the questions we typically get is, where are we located? So we are headquartered in New Jersey. We have client base globally, and we also help to minimize and optimize the cost because we have offshore center at multiple places in India. We also have presence in Africa and a satellite location in Europe. So if you have a clientele, if you are a global company, we can definitely help you globally. Recently, another question is asked is, have you done global rollout? So recently, we have finished a rollout with a company which is high-tech manufacturing, and they wanted to move from Windows to Android. So we help them basically everything from applications, the packaging, hardware purchasing, and then loading those applications onto the hardware devices. So when the devices are shipped to their users globally, they just need to open the box, power up, log in, and it starts working. So we can do end to end, but that's not the only thing we do. We also leverage, we work with you on your strength. We leverage you on, upon your strengths, and wherever you need help, we have customers where we have taken only part of it. We understand that your team knows your system well, so we partner with you, leverage on your backend teams, and we help you to enhance your user interface. You can visit us at craveinfotech.com. Send us an email at contact@craveinfotech.com. This is our phone number, toll-free number, and typically we have 24/7 somebody is monitoring and attending to these calls. If you have any question, we'll be happy to answer. So everybody, thank you very much. Appreciate your time, and let us know how we can help you to enhance your user interface using Fiori and cloud platform. Thank you very much.